Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's gist is on the former queen of Ooni of Ife, Queen Naomi Silekunola, recently celebrated her 30th birthday. Well, Queen Naomi Silekunola actually granted an interview with The Punch following her birthday celebration, where she actually unveiled some things about what she went through while she was in the palace, sharing her experience and also how she looked forward into a new relationship. Well, guys, you could all recall that Queen Naomi Silekunola was the one who announced the separation from Ooni of Ife in December 2021, of which the news of separation Queen Naomi uploaded on her Instagram page came as a shock to many netizens and social media users who never knew that Queen Naomi and Ooni had issues. This separation between both of them was actually a shock to a lot of people, as those who were in the palace even made mention of the fact that Queen Naomi and Ooni of Ife never had issues, and even the issues they had has been separated. I never knew that Queen Naomi would actually upload a separation from Ooni of Ife with some reasons best known to her on her Instagram page, because according to the palace spokesman, it made it known that Ooni even had intention to surprise Queen Naomi after he comes back from the event he went for. So, Queen Naomi announcing a separation from Obadiah was a shock to many in December 2021, and the union of both Queen Naomi and Ooni of Ife actually produced a son, Prince Tadenikawo. So, Queen Naomi, ever since she announced the separation from her ex-husband Ooni of Ife, she has been avoiding any interviews that would actually make her talk about her experience in the palace and also say some things, reasons why she separated from her husband. In as much as many social media users, many reporters and journalists want to know the reasons behind Queen Naomi's motive and the reason why she announced separation from Ooni of Ife, Queen Naomi on her part had decided to keep silent about the matter, as she said that now is not the time to reveal whatever might be her reasons for leaving the palace. So, following a 30th birthday celebration, granting an interview with The Punch, Queen Naomi, knowing that she'll be asked this question in the interview, actually talk about her experience, her time with Ooni of Ife in the palace. And describing her experience in the palace, Queen Naomi had said it was a bittersweet experience, as when she entered the palace, she entered too innocent, and for a woman, she has to be bold and strong. So from her words, she actually said, "I am hesitant about speaking on my experiences in the palace, but in my usual way of talking, it was a bittersweet experience. Details I will not be sharing, but it was a bittersweet experience. There were really sweet moments and there were really bitter moments. It is not yet time to talk about it, because some things are meant to just teach you by yourself. I believe the messages are just for me at the moment. When God wants to enlarge and expand on it and make it a message for the whole world, then I will hear his words and talk about it." So from her words, she made it known that her experience in the palace is not something she will go in details about, and even the reason why she separates from Ooni of Ife is not something she will go in details about, because she is not ready to talk about it, as God has not told her to reveal to the world what actually made her separate from her ex-husband. And if God wants her to enlarge and expand on it, once he talks to her, she would actually talk about it. But then, describing her experience in the palace, she described it as a bittersweet experience. She actually said there were a lot of lessons she learned when she was in the palace, and those lessons have helped her in shaping herself. And right now, celebrating her 30th birthday, she is enjoying her 30 so much, because 30 makes her really strong. While entering the palace, getting married to Ooni of Ife, she said she was just too innocent and soft. And according to her, she said life is not like that. One has to be bold, strong, and courageous. While talking about her relationship life, she had made it known that she is single, that she is the bride waiting to be dressed. She even noted that a big event is coming. While saying this in the interview she had with Punch, talking about her relationship status, from her words, she said It's a different thing to be single, and it's a different thing to be ready to mingle. But what I can say for sure is that I am a bride waiting to be dressed up. Well, while she was asked to clarify the statement she made mention of in the interview about her saying that she's a bride waiting to be dressed up, she actually spoke in parables, saying that whosoever they are bringing bride for does not wait up for the bride to come. So in her words, she said, "Anything one way yawaba cooking gown." And she said she does not know how God plans to do it, but she knows that God is our event planner and there is a big event waiting to happen. Now, talking about the aspect of her life, she said, looking at her, she's a queen in her own home. And for any man to approach her, the man has to be a strong king. A strong man would be the one to approach her. But for now, she is single. Well, she also spoke on plans of returning back to the Ile-Ife, the palace of Ile-Ife, just after Ooni of Ife took in 6 wives. Guys, if you all recall that Ooni of Ife made headlines last year when he got married to 6 wives within 2 months, which is very, very fast. There were a lot of people who even tagged Ooni of Ife to be Oba Solomon of our time, because there were all the plans and all the information that made it known that Ooni is not stopping on 6 wives, as he has to get married to some certain wives before he even says that he is not getting married to any other woman in the palace. Meanwhile, all the 6 wives happen to be Ooni's long-time concubines who have been there ever since he was in a relationship with Queen Naomi, and those who have even existed before he got married to Queen Naomi. So talking about returning to the palace, Queen Naomi, according to her, she actually said that she is someone who is soft and gentle, and she is not someone who can actually survive in the midst of 6 matured and strong women. She says she's a perfectionist who is full of innocence, and that she can't be a square peg in a round hole. So this was a reply to plans on returning to the palace, and according to her reply, it shows that Queen Naomi is never having the intention to return back to Ile-Ife with the numerous wives that are now in the palace. She said she can't be a square peg in a round hole, and she's not someone who can survive in the midst of 6 matured strong women. Well guys, that's all for today's gist. Don't forget to like and comment. Thank you. Bye.